There's been lots of talk about religious freedom here in this place in Ottawa on Parliament Hill lately, but it's all been about one issue, the niqab, and whether Muslim women can wear it at citizenship ceremonies.
Prime Minister also said yesterday that religious freedoms should be overruled because almost all Canadians don't support the wearing of a niqab. Why does he still insist that the majority should dictate the religious rights of minorities?
Well, on Wednesday morning, a group of Christian leaders showed up to say that their issues aren't being heard. Everything from Trinity Western University having such a hard time getting its law school accredited to pastors being told they can't rent municipal spaces to hold worship services.
Professional bodies have indicated they want to force doctors to violate their consciences by either performing or being forced to refer for procedures that are immoral, including the horrific and barbarous act of killing innocent preborn children. Education policy across this country seeks to impose a one-size-fits-all approach on all schools, the religious objections of parents and communities notwithstanding.
The Reverend MAJED EL-SHAFIE is one who says he thinks there's a political correctness going on, that if this were about Islam, if they were Muslim leaders, and he is a former Muslim himself, grew up in Egypt, converted to Christianity there and faced torture over it, well, El-SHAFIE says if they were Muslims, their issues would be taken seriously here in Ottawa. Instead, they're being ignored.
Make no mistake, politically correctness is the cancer in our Canadian fabric. Right now, even the fact that you cannot even say Merry Christmas, you have to say Happy Holidays, that in itself scares me. And the question that always comes to my mind, the fact that I'm Christian, this is making the media silence. If I was a Muslim, if I was in another religion, if I'm dealing with the niqab issue that now the Western media talking about it, it will have a media buzz. But the fact that I'm here to speak about my Christian value, nobody cares.
El-SHAFIE does have a message for politicians that want to ignore Christian issues coming up in the next election.
You need to understand, due to the politically correctness that we have here in Canada, Christian issues is not really a very popular issue, and I don't know why. However, these leaders, liberals or the NDPs or Green or even the Conservatives, they need to understand and to know Christians have a voice, and this coming election, we will be very wise in choosing who's our friends and who's our enemy and who listened to us and who didn't listen to us.
Now the question is, would Christians actually go out and vote in a specific way to try and get that message across? It's not clear, but what is clear is that El-SHAFIE is correct. Christians are being ignored. Religious freedom is seen as a one-way street, and it's not something you'll ever hear most of the politicians in the building behind me ever bring up.